Hello and welcome to this week's Twin Flame card reading. So let's begin, as we always do, with the Divine Feminine. And the first card that I pulled this week for Divine Feminines is Trigger. And if you've been on the Twin Flame journey a while, or maybe even if you're new, you may realize that trigger is something that happens a lot, as and when your twin flame does something, says something that triggers within you a wound that was existing already. And this is really important to note that your twin flame is not doing this on purpose, but they're doing it because you are partnered together on this journey. You are partnered in a healing journey first and foremost, so that you can have your harmonious union. And your harmonious union needs a really healed place within you, in your heart, at the core of your being, in your understanding of what love is and how to relate to your twin flame in a healthy way. So this week, Divine Feminines, you're feeling triggered, and that's a good sign, because then you can step into that unhealed space and you can bring love there. You can bring healing there. And if you don't yet know how to do that, I'd be happy to show you. We use the mirror exercise healing tool as taught by Jeff and Shalia at Twin Flames Universe. And it melts away every single fear because love is far more powerful. Alignment with truth melts away any painful lie that you might be holding on to. And anything that says you can't be together, anything that reinforces separation or fear is going to be a lie. And the journey is about discovering which lies have I been believing in that are holding my union away. Because your union is not really away from you, it's just the beliefs that make it appear that way. So, powerful week. We begin with the trigger. So let's see what comes next for Divine Feminines. This is an interesting card to show up next. Soulmate. Now, this is a twin flame deck, so this is not meaning twin flames. This means soulmates. And if you aren't yet aware, there is a difference. So a twin flame is your perfect partner, your one and only true love, the person that is created for you, that is perfect for you and you for them. But a soulmate can just mean a relationship that you've had in the past, perhaps someone that you get on with well, that you felt was true love at the time, but maybe realize later on that they weren't matching your values. They weren't truly partnering with you in a way that a twin flame would. So, Divine Feminines, there is either a current relationship with a soulmate still happening. There is perhaps the residue of a past relationship to heal. But either way, there is a relationship energy that's in the way of your union and it needs addressing. So you might want to look at why you are with somebody if you still are. What are the reasons that you have attached yourself there and are holding on to that relationship? What are you believing that that relationship can give you that your union cannot? Start there. And if it's a past relationship, are there any parts of you that still need healing in regards to that relationship? Maybe you thought that was your twin flame at the time. Maybe there are still attachments there to the life that perhaps you were wanting to have with them. So, either way, there is a relationship energy that needs looking at and healing. Maybe some honesty is needed. So, I'll leave that with you. You'll know the answer if that relates to you. And then the last card here, and I love this, is Manifest. So, this is a return to an awareness that you are creating your reality. And I know you might think, oh no, well, things aren't going so well, and I don't want to create that. So it's time to manifest a new reality. It's time to look at the belief systems that you've been living with that have created this current reality. And then it's time to let them go. It's time to bring in new belief systems, ones that believe in true love, ones that are supporting you on your journey into your harmonious union. So I love this. You have the whole power of the universe behind you. So harness it, work with it. And the mirror exercise does exactly that. It removes the blocks and beliefs that are in the way of you really truly receiving and accepting what is rightfully yours, all your good. So great work, Divine Feminines. I hope you enjoy this week. Now let's see what the Divine Masculine energy is up to. And we start with the first card I have here is optimism. And this card is saying, I can't do it, I can do it. And there's a sort of line cutting through here saying, I can do it. So optimism really is a choice. It's a choice to believe. It's a choice to believe that you can have what you desire. And there might be some toing and froing energy going on at the moment, divine masculines, where your part of you is believing, part of you is not. And you're sort of hovering over that line there of, can I trust? Can I trust my desires? Can I trust this journey? Can I trust my heart? Can I trust how I feel? Can I trust myself? Am I strong enough? Am I courageous enough to step forward? Do I have what it takes? And the answer is, of course, you do. You were created with everything that you need in order to manifest the life that you desire. But I think you're struggling a little bit with some doubts coming up, and doubts, of course, always come from ego. They always come from a belief system that is anti-love. And your job is to recognize that and then root out those beliefs by saying no to them. No, I do choose to put my faith in myself and in love, and I do choose to step forward. And another word for optimism really is faith. It's having faith in yourself that love really does want you to succeed here and that it is on your side. So great card. Lots of energy moving this week. And let's have a look at the next card for you, Divine Masculines. And this one is Crossroads. And for me, it really follows on beautifully with the previous card. Perhaps this is the I can't road, this is the I can road. And it's up to you to make the choice. Which direction are you going to go in? Are you going to live life believing that you can't? Are you going to let fear get the better of you and kind of end up in this kind of predictable dark clouds? Or are you going to, even if you haven't experienced all the good that love has to bring, are you going to trust? Are you going to move in a new direction and allow a new life to unfold? And this journey does require the faith, the trust to choose love every time. So sit with your heart, get clear on how you feel, get clear on which direction, which voice is saying what. And remember that only love is real. Remember that ego is purely illusion and that you can make a choice. And if you need help, I'm here for you. Perfect. And then the third card, Divine Masculines, is cowardice. And of course, it's the same story as the previous two cards. Sometimes we don't make the choice to follow our heart because we feel we don't have the courage. So, courage is a choice. Courage doesn't mean that you're going to feel necessarily brave. Sometimes we need to step forward anyway, even if we do not feel brave, and choose what your heart wants. Choose to be the kind of person that stands in your personal integrity, that does the thing that your heart is calling you to do. And of course, that will always be the choice. What kind of person am I? Who do I want to be right now? And then the choice comes from there. And, remember that we're always going to be facing these choices again and again and again. And you will strengthen in your ability to choose love. You'll feel safer and safer and safer as the journey progresses. But yeah, important week for you. Now let's look at the union cards and see what the energy is showing us for you both. And but if I can pick it up, it seems to be sticking. So the first card is empowerment. And I'm going to read the message for you. It says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. And of course, that speaks beautifully to that manifesting energy and also that energy of being at that crossroads. It is really about calling in divine help. You don't have to be the strong one. You can let the divine take over. And empowering yourself to bring in divine support is really highly recommended. It might just be what you need to move forward in the direction you truly want. And then the next card I've pulled for you is Get Grounded. So if you are highly empathic, if you are a feeling person, a heart-based person, and you more than likely are if you're on the twin flame journey, spiritually minded, then you might need to take some time right now to get grounded. And it says connect with nature. And what that really means is, connect with the earth, feel safe, feel, instead of feeling out of your body, connect with your body and come into your heart, into your beingness, and know that you're safe. And once you get grounded, you can connect with your heart and your feelings and really make good decisions from that space. And then the last card that I have for you this week is, it ties in beautifully with really the energy that you're both in, which is magic manifesting, the Isis card. And she is very much a divine feminine, and it says your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So everything is manifesting. You're calling it in. It can't help but be here. And then your job is to get out of the way and let love show you where all your good is, and to banish all the doubts and all the fears and really partner with the divine in creating your very best life. So I will leave you with this lovely reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.